Hello and welcome. And I'm giving this live one more shot. One more shot. I hope you can hear me, because I did do a test video and I could hear myself beautifully. So, yes, I hope I didn't lose everybody. You can hear me. Hallelujah. Yay. I turned my phone back. I turned it off and back on. I guess that's all it takes sometimes to fix the problems. And I swiped out of my millions of things that I had on my thing, because I tend to not get rid of the old apps that I have up. So maybe that did something, but oh good. So I'm glad you're here, Phoenix. I'm glad you're back. I appreciate your patience. That's really cool that you waited for me. Just lighting the sage and the incense. And I hope, oh no, don't you dare turn off. Don't you dare turn off. No, I don't want to lose it. Lighting the fire. Lighting the fire. Good, I'm glad you can still hear me. And just show you my plants and stuff, my studio. You can hear without the mic too? Cool. I think the mic, well, it's still going. Still going. Okay. You can hear with or without? Both? Okay. Wonderful. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're back. That's awesome. The mic just echoes? Okay. So I'll just set it down. I don't really need it. It just looks all cool and blingy. Okay, so wonderful, great, awesome. So you are definitely up first for your reading. I'm just gonna call in the angels, spirit guides, your higher self, my higher self, asking about any news on Phoenix's love life. If you could just give me anything you have for Phoenix's love life, I'd be happy to hear. Okay, I'm gonna pull out a card for you out of my Egyptian bag of goodies. I might sway a little bit. When I connect to spirit, I tend to rock back and forth. I'm not sure why, that just happens. So I'm gonna pull a past, present, future. That's what I'm hearing. It's gonna be good for you. I pulled 4. Actually, I have inspiration showing up on top. Inspiration for you. Oh, hi, Michelle. Glad you're back. And I'm glad you can hear me. I just turned my phone off and back on, and that's all it took. So inspiration, Phoenix. You, I believe the inspiration card is here on top of the deck. And I didn't mean to pull 4 cards. It just showed up. Because that's what you're looking for. You're hoping for some inspiration here, because I'm seeing that it's been kind of a rocky path for you as far as love life is concerned. You might have had some crazies, and you're actually looking for somebody who in your life who doesn't just kind of fit the place of a partner, but actually inspires you, and you could inspire them. It's not just you're here like, yeah, I feel like the last relationship might have been just kind of dull. Like, you're just here, and I'm here, and there's no inspiration coming through from that one. And then I feel like maybe there's a time before that where that one was just kind of a crazy mess. Kind of a crazy rocky, I keep hearing the word rocky, so like a crazy rocky mess. So yeah, we're gonna put the inspiration card up for you as I do this reading, and that's what we're gonna call in from our angels and spirit guides. We're gonna call in some inspiration for you, because that's what you're looking for and that's what you need in relationships. So I'm glad I pulled that for you right above the past, present, future cards. And I'm just gonna put past, present, future down. Okay, just trying to see which one they prefer me to start with first. Well, I kind of did a little bit on the past. I have a feeling you don't want to go too deep into the past because you're tired of what's been happening in the past and you want something new. But let's see what it says for you in the past. You are enough, upside down, in reverse. You are enough in reverse. And the reason why you're getting you are enough in reverse for your past is, well, this one says it all. Pretty much, you don't even need to go much into a reading for the words on this card. Being in reverse, being upside down, or contrary to you are enough, you're getting the opposite of you are enough. You didn't feel like you were enough in your past relationships, and you're looking for somebody. Not just that you didn't feel like you were enough in your past relationships, that they weren't making you feel like you were enough in your past relationships, because you know you're enough, but you want somebody where you feel like they are enough for you. You want somebody who's just as passionate as you and just as brilliant as you, is what I'm hearing, and as deep as you and inspired as you. That's what you're looking for, not something that's just here. And in either the one before that did a good job of trying to make you feel certain that you weren't enough, and nobody's gonna tell you that you're not enough, because you know you are. You just know you are. So if there is somebody that has come around in the past, like maybe 2 months ago, just kind of starting to come around or come back around, I would give caution to that relationship. I do feel like your one for you is not here yet. I don't even believe that you've met them yet. It may be that you have crossed paths with that person before, but as far as being with you right now, I don't see that, because either the one that is with you right now, which I'm seeing you as being single, but if you're not single, and I don't like doing this because I don't like bringing negativity into a relationship that's already here, and I have to put a disclaimer out there. I am an intuitive. I don't like to call myself like psychic, like some people say. Like I know exactly what's here for you in your future. I know exactly what direction you need to go in, or if you don't go, because I've seen people where they say, you don't do what I'm telling you, and I don't see I see a hard road ahead, and so, or something like that, and it's like, no, this is open for interpretation. Being that I am a intuitive reader, I feel the future for you, or the past or the present for you. I feel how you're feeling in that moment. So I'm clairsentient. So I'll just let you know that right away. I don't view things so much as I feel things. So I'm not viewing your past so much as I'm feeling how you were feeling in those moments. Feeling how you're feeling when you're with that person that made you feel like you're not enough. It could be the reason why I like being a clairsentient too, is because people can show you things right, and they can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. They can pull, using just your eyes can be a very, or just viewing something without feeling something can be a very slippery slope. Like, people can put on a really good act and make you think that you're the one, like, for them, and they'll be running around cheating on you behind your back. And the reason that you are going to know they're cheating on you isn't from their actions so much, or what they're saying so much, or what you're seeing from them so much. It's your personal feeling that you're getting. You're feeling something isn't right. So like, a good example for what I do is, like, if I had been cheated on in the past, and that person would come home, I would feel something was off about them, and I would feel that they're lying to me about something. Something isn't right about you. Your energy doesn't feel right. And I might not even know about the cheating. And so I'm not seeing, like, you were with Betty yesterday, and I know that you were kissing her because I'm like, it's not like that. It's more, for me, it's like something doesn't feel right about this situation. So that's what I give you for a reading is, I'm going to tell you what I feel about the situation, and I'm going to tell you to do what you will with that. And you're going to know if you feel the same way too. And if you're not feeling the same way too, then maybe I'm not connecting with you somewhere in the energy. But always go with what you feel first over what I'm saying, or what I'm saying I feel. Always go with what feels right within yourself, if that makes sense. I just don't want to, I never want to pressure anybody to do anything that they're not feeling is right for them. So always keep that in mind, because at the end of the day, we're all evolving, we're all rising up, we're all reaching a level of mastery, especially if you're open to having having readings done. Then you're rising up to another dimension, and you yourself could be doing something like this. You could be getting your own deck of cards and pulling in what you feel for yourself. So I feel like it's like, it's just that people just don't know how to tap into it, or aren't open necessarily to, they don't know how to believe in themselves quite yet enough to know that their feeling or their intuition is right. So trust in your intuition, trust in yourself. I just want to put that out there first. Okay, so that was the past. The upside down reverse, you are enough. That says it all, right? And I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. And we're inspired. I have the inspiration card up here. Here's your cards. Here's the inspiration card. And so the inspiration card is there. Watching this reading, the gods of inspiration, the angels of inspiration, they're here watching this reading for you, bringing in some good news for you, helping you to evolve and have a awesome love life. Okay, so the next card I'm going to bring in is No Expectations. Okay. The number of the card is 22. And I'm going to tell you right now, this card was in reverse as well. And so the card in reverse doesn't always mean it's something negative for you or something bad. It's just that, oh, I should show you the card too, because it's really cool looking. That little leopard thing with the key and the door. Isn't that amazing? Incredible. I should just keep holding that up while I do this reading here, because this is a pretty cool card. Or actually, it's a panther, isn't it? A panther. His head's sticking through the door, but his body can't get in. That's interesting. And being that it was flipped, you know, this is the way it normally goes. And it was flipped. So you're seeing that staircase, it's going up to, guess where? The fifth dimension. It's going up to heaven. I mean, this is the card you're going to want in reverse, right? Because you don't want to be opening that door and going down, grabbing that key and going downward. You don't want to go down the steps. You want to rise up the stairs. And that key is up here floating above you. So you have your head poking through the door of your greatest version of yourself. You are evolving. You are rising up out of hard times, out of the ashes, out of things that you've had to deal with on your own, individually, without a person in your love life. You've had to do a lot of things alone, without anybody. So you've learned how to navigate life without a partner. So that makes you a really strong individual, and no expectations. Well, that kind of goes along with being enough, having high expectations. You see the no expectations is on the bottom. I love seeing this card in reverse for you, because I love seeing that you're wondering if your expectations are too high for a relationship, because you know that you're good enough. You know that you've been through the dirt and you're here and ready to give a really good relationship to somebody. And maybe you've been single because your expectations are too high. Maybe you have had people treat you like you're not enough, or you felt like a relationship isn't enough because your expectations are too high. That's kind of the question that you ask yourself. And I want to tell you that's not true at all. You keep your high expectations, because you are rising up. This key is for you. This key is not for you and somebody else together. This key is for you individually. So you are enough just on your own. You're enough yourself. So you don't need... I know you're asking about your love life, and there will be somebody coming along. I see like 3 months from now, I'm seeing threes, a lot of threes. I see something negative 2 months away behind us. Drop that one. But I see something 3 months maybe from now, but this is a time that you need to, would be really good for you to be enough for yourself, so that you have no expectations coming into a relationship. When you have high expectations but no expectations. I know that sounds reverse, backwards, and opposite. But you can have high expectations and have no expectations at the same time. You expect something wonderful and something great, but you have no expectations about when it's going to be, how they're going to come in, how it's going to happen. That's just what Michelle is next, but you can be after Michelle then. So it would be wonderful for you to just realize that you're good enough for yourself. You are enough for yourself. So you can flip this card up, because this card gets flipped up the right way when you're alone, when you're by yourself, because you are enough. But that's the thing about you, is that you are a whole person. You are ready to give somebody your whole self and the best version of yourself. That's the only way we can have a really, truly amazing and romantic love life that's made for us. The only way, like it says in the Bible at the end in Revelations, and I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but it says in Revelations that the bridegroom, comes at the end. And when the bridegroom is there, that's when the new earth comes in. That's when the veil is lifted, the veil of illusion. You really aren't going to find your best romantic mate until you are enough for yourself. So this card, you're not enough. It's upside down when you're in a relationship, when you're not whole yourself. You're never going to be... You're going to keep on having codependent relationships if you're not ready to be enough for yourself. So that's what these two cards are saying. And once you have like no expectations, that person is going to just pop in for you. Once you know you're enough and you have no expectations, boom, that person's going to show up at your door, and you're going to be like, huh? Like, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I needed. But really, it's after you found out what you really need is yourself. That's what you really need. Time for yourself. That's when you can grab that key. See, like the cheetah, or panther here with his head almost through the door. He's looking. He's almost through the door. Once he climbs fully through the door, that's the door to enlightenment. Then he's going to grab the key and find a relationship. This card's going to flip upside down, and he's going to be enough. So that's you. That's you, Phoenix. That's you. Your name's not really Phoenix, is it? I don't think so, but... All right. Energy's coming through. Wow. Like, somebody wants to talk to you about your love life. The angels really want to talk to you because they think that you're just an amazing person on your own. And so they're hoping that you are, but you have some insecurities, and they're like, once those insecurities go away, man, you're rising. Phoenix rising. Phoenix is rising. By himself, by herself, by yourself, or with somebody, that is completely up to you, because this is your world now. This is your world. So once in the present moment, your world becomes your world, and you're not seeking something outside of yourself for validation, that's when you're going to be unstoppable. And then for the future, I have for you, evolve into your complexity. I love it. These cards are pretty cool that I got for you. The octopus, the octopi, whatever you want. Does he have 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th dimension, you're going to be rising up to a high status, whether you're in a relationship or not. And you see that circle. And this card, by the way, wasn't upside down. This is your future. This card was right side up. Your future is good. And you have the circle representing a full circle. You've come around full circle, meaning that you are whole in yourself. And that's what is going to bring in this wonderful partnership of yours. And really, I'm feeling like you don't have any expectations. You're just like, I want to know if there's something out there for me that's better than what I've had. But, I can settle for just being myself too. And so it says evolve, that word evolve into your complexity. Period. This is it. Evolve into your complexity, not their complexity, not a complexity of you and another in a relationship. It's saying evolve into your own complexity, your own self. And complexity, that's an interesting word as well. Complexity is the good, the bad, the wrong, the right, the evil, the harmony, the everything. Because as humans, we are complex. We are everything. And once you can accept that you've made mistakes, that you have lost things, you're not perfect. Once you can accept you're enough in all your complexities, you're enough, that's when your panther, he's going to stay upside down because I love his little stairway to heaven with the key. I'll hold them this way for you. These are your cards. So, in the past, you know what? They weren't enough for you. You were always enough, but they just weren't cutting it, right? And once you have no expectations, they're gonna come through that door. And once you can accept yourself in all your divine complexities and know that even if you've made some mistakes in the past, it's okay, because we all do. And so you can accept yourself and your world. Once everything's, floating in harmony for you in your life, in all its complexities, somebody will come in. So I'm seeing a 3 with that, 3 months. I hear a strong 3 months. You may have passed this person in crossing before, but this person is going to be whole themselves. They're going to be enough themselves. This person, I feel, has been single for maybe 4 months or 4 years, has been single for a while, and is also evolved, like this card says, has evolved into their complexity, is an 8th dimensional being. So you're going to be 8th dimensional. They're going to be 8th dimensional. I mean, you're rising into the 4th, 5th dimension yourself. And then you add somebody who's rising into the 4th, 5th dimension themselves. Then you both rise up together to the 8th, 9th, beyond. This world is your oyster, and this person that's going to come in, I have a feeling has also had some troubles in the past, has had some loss and grief and mistakes in the past. This person has had to learn that their complexity, this person I feel has been abused in the past by their past lovers, and they are not coming off as a damaged person from this abuse. They are coming off as a strong person because of this abuse. Some people who've been abused, it's like a dog who's been abused. They're just kind of weak and meek, and they don't want to go outside. They have fears. That's not this person. This person has had abuse, but has made themselves a stronger person because of it. Not a weak person, not scared. This person's like, yeah, I'm the boss. I'm coming in, and nobody's gonna abuse me again. Nobody's gonna treat me that way. But guess what, Phoenix? You won't treat them that way. So they're going to appreciate the hell out of you, because you're going to show them what a good person really is. For the first time, they're going to feel like they're enough, because you're going to show them what a good person really is. And because of that, they're going to treat you like gold. And because they treat you like gold, you're going to treat them like gold. And I see this just being such a wonderful symbiotic, anyway, relationship. So I hope that helped you out. I hope that made a little bit of sense for you. But I would definitely expect this person to come in and just like sweep you off your feet. But first you have to sweep yourself off your feet and know that you're good enough. So you're welcome. I hope that like resonated with you a little bit. And if it didn't, like I said, you always have a chance to change anything. And it doesn't have to fit with you. But I hope it made a little bit of sense. And also the inspirational wizards and angels have been here with you and are going to stick with you if you want them to. Let them know, hey, I would like the angels of inspiration to stay with me, because they're going to help you in your life, not just love life, but your life all over. So just kind of put a shout out to those angels of inspiration and ask them to kind of float around you and give you some inspiration and some good news. You need it. Okay, that's it. Closing out, Phoenix. Thank you very much. Thank you for waiting for me. I'm sorry about the challenge with the sound before. I was hoping I could come back for you guys. Oh, look at this, matches me today. Or like the green and the green. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of a break just to kind of refocus my energies and ground myself. Yay. And Michelle is also wondering about your relationships. Just gotta shake it out and stuff. I want to make sure that the energies are going to the right person. Unless you're on here and that makes sense for you and you're just watching at a different time or listening and you're like, oh my God, that was mine. It could be that was yours. And that does happen as well. I mean, as the chosen ones in the 144,000, we're all sort of connected in a way that makes our lives run down a similar path. So a lot of the things that I'm gonna say for one person is gonna resonate for another person. It's like our environments might be different and like the specifics of our lives might be different, but we're all going through like the same types of challenges. And I call it like a template. We're on the Christ template. So yes, we're following along with the life of Christ and Buddha as well, and enlightened masters, how they lost everything to gain everything. We've been going through that path as well with them. So we're all running on the same template with different lives, if that makes sense. So that's why in the Bible they say, you know, it's only for you. I'm choking up here. Somebody important must be coming in. Only for those who have ears to hear, eyes to see, and I like to say feels to feel, because the lives of the awakened ones in the past, their lives are going to be so incredibly similar to yours that's really what makes you start to like that's really what made me start to look at Christ, Jesus, in Rebecca in the Bible, and their stories, and be like, holy, your lives are like the same as mine. I had the 2 boys, and my son's just, I could go into that story, but anyway, that's what the chosen ones are. It's individuals who have risen up in many lifetimes, many incarnations, and many of those incarnations, because you're such a strong spirit, you put yourself out there and you're known. So many of those lifetimes are going to be somebody who is in a book, a spiritual text, who was famous, that David Wilcock says thinks he was Edgar Casey. You're gonna be, Michelle, maybe you were Cleopatra in a past lifetime. And if you were, you're gonna see a lot of the things in your lifetime, this lifetime, reflecting, like, the storyline will be very similar to her story. Yeah, I felt that. So if you look at her storyline, because all of these greats were human as well. Even though they were enlightened individuals, they were also human. So they also had lives. They also had families and kids and stories. And so our storyline's gonna be very similar. We're just evolving every time and changing it every time, because we're all on a changing path. So it's gonna be similar but different. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. And Cleopatra is a strong individual. Cleopatra was so misunderstood. And the thing was she wasn't going to let anybody tell her who to be. She was going to do what she was going to do. And if she loved somebody, and it didn't matter what the world thought she should do. She went off of her feelings. She knew she was right. She knew how powerful she was. It's an incredible story. Just putting some essential oils on. And Michelle, did you have any specific questions, or just a past, present? I know you said about your relationship is your relationship that you're in currently, right? Or do you have any more specifics with the question before I go ahead and pull the cards? Eight years, okay. See, I told you I'm not psychic. I don't claim to know everything. I feel things. I did feel that it's been a while. Yep, I felt that. I felt that too. Like, the spark. You're trying to get the spark back, and it's not sparking for you. Yep. You know, and sometimes people in relationships, one partner will decide will be evolving and growing and rising spiritually, while the other person is choosing to stay in the matrix and doesn't want to evolve, is comfortable just being, you know, I want to say boring, you know, unevolved individual. They don't really have any interest in evolving or in rising up, and because they're comfortable. So, but then the other person's like, no, I want to rise up and to be my higher self, and I want to create and do all these amazing things. I know that I can evolve right now, and so I want to do that. Come with me. And what worked out years ago just doesn't work out anymore, because you're on a path to enlightenment. You're way up here, and he's still, this could be you, he's still kind of way down here, just like living like an old school basic life. And you're like, it's not the same world it was like 5-6 years ago. It's a changing world. So are you going to change with me in this world, or are you going to just kind of stay the same in me? Become your father, the grumpy, become a grumpy old man, like that all the fathers became, like. We don't have to become these grumpy old people. We can evolve and find, I don't know. It's just, oh, you lost it because you are going up. You know that, right? You lost it because it wasn't serving you. He doesn't know that. You know that. He doesn't know you lost your job because your job wasn't good enough for you, and he's about to lose. I don't want to say that. Just as like a friend giving advice that, you gotta kind of be like, I want to just say what I want to, like, go off on him almost. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to put any ideas in your head. That's not what I'm here for. But it's like you're going through your awakening, your spiritual awakening. So you lose things when you're going through your awakening. He doesn't understand that. So you're like, this is for a better reason. But you can't, if he's like stuck in like wanting to shame, blame, criticize and all that, and you won't be able to break off from that shame. You're going to do it to yourself. You're not going to be able to find something better for you, because you're going to be stuck in that thinking of, oh my God, I lost this job because I wasn't good enough for it. And it's when in fact it's the exact opposite. You're too good for it. So, and he's not going to see that way of thinking, because he doesn't want to evolve his mind, grow his mind into that. I get stuck sometimes because I start to go too fast. I feel, right, I'm a feeler, so I feel everything, and I just get so excited that I stumble. Like, like if you see some clumsy, I don't know, cartoon character stumbling on their feet because their feet are too big and they're like running so fast. That's what happens to me. I get so excited and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, okay, pull back. Oh, so yeah, you can relate, and you're an empath because you're waking up, and otherwise you wouldn't be. You're waking up, and you are going through your awakening. And man, I don't even know about I'm like, I don't even need to pull a card right now, because I just feel it so strongly that it's like he's gonna, if he doesn't choose to wake up, he's gonna be a tether to you and it's just gonna pull you right back down. And I just see this cycle going round and round, and I don't see a path of unhappiness with him. You can be happy. It's just, I don't see a path of growth. And so I think you have the abilities to be happy with no matter what. You can be happy, but I see something that if you either he wakes up or he cuts that tether and you cut that tether between the two of you. Though that's kind of the only way I see like real excitement, real happiness, real joy back into your life. Otherwise, I just kind of see it being, because he can't appreciate an enlightened, an awakened woman. He can't appreciate, it's almost like if a person can't evolve to where the other person's at, they might start looking at other individuals who are down here, even lower, like the bottom. I don't like calling people bottom feeders, but the bottom feeders, like the bottom of the barrel. They might want the bottom of the barrel because the bottom of the barrel makes them feel good about themselves, because that's how they get their happiness, from their ego still. So you can't, when you're rising up and evolving and you're becoming this amazing person, you can't give him, you can't feed his ego, because he has to do that for himself and feel amazing for himself, but he can't do that yet. He's not there yet. So he's gonna seek like these bottom feeders who tell him, oh, I want you, you're so, because he wants something lower than him, because that, in a sense, will make him feel good about himself. Because you're not about to be like throwing out all these compliments to his ego and stuff. You want him to rise up and be able to do that for himself. And you know what? You want a man to compliment you sometimes. But if he's not ready to rise his ego up on his own, he will be seeking bottom feeder. And it sounds so bad, bottom feeder. But, I don't like, he will be seeking those individuals who are way less than you, because they are they're gonna look at him like he's God, right? That's what the third dimension wants. They want to be like, the third dimensional man wants to be worshipped, because that's what the system says. The man wants to be worshipped. So in order for him to feel like he's worshipped by a female, he's got to look for the female who's like below him, who's third dimensional as well, who looks up at him like you're just, they feed his ego. Why do they feed his ego? Because they're insecure in themselves. They're insecure in themselves so much that they feel like, if I tell him he's hot, or if I tell him all these good things, if I let him be the boss, they think that he is going to make them feel. It's a sick thing. It's the codependent thing. And so they want a man to worship, because they can't worship themselves. And he wants a woman that will worship him, because he can't worship himself. They're not quite there yet. So this is going to be a really hard thing for you, because he's been like that, because he's wrestling, he doesn't know why he's going through these feelings and these emotions and these thoughts that he's going through. And frankly, sometimes he doesn't want them to. You do treat him like a king, but you, in a different way than they would. You're doing it from a place of security, not insecurity in yourself. It's not the same way that they will worship him, because you know that a real enlightened woman, a real woman, and a real man don't need to worship each other. They need to see each other as equals. And that means they both complement each other all the time. It's not the man is my king. So I hope you don't treat him like a king, so much that you forget about yourself, because that's honestly, and we all are going through it, all of every single female that, I don't care if you think you're chosen one, I don't care who you, if you're Mother Teresa, we're all going through it, where we're realizing it's insecure kind of to treat a man like a king, but not treat ourselves like a queen. You know, we spent so much time taking care of and treating babies like a king, and it's like, it's time for us to evolve. So it's time for us to evolve, and it's a harder thing for a third dimensional man to evolve. It's easier for a woman to make that choice. I don't know, maybe not, because there's a lot of low dimensional females out there as well. Yeah, it's hard because that's what you want to do, because that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing, is treating him like a king. But he's not treating you like a queen, so there's a deficiency there. And it's yeah. So I don't want to tell you to not be yourself, because yourself is to want to treat a man the way he should be treated, and you shouldn't have to lower yourself in order and be like, oh, he's going through his Jekyll moments, so he doesn't deserve to be treated this, he doesn't deserve my love and affection. But I want to give my love and affection. I want to, yeah, it's that cycle. And if he screws up, then he'll be good for a while and fall back down, and it's like a teeter-totter. You're not balanced. Right. Yes, exactly. Then it makes you feel like you're being a negative person. And that's when a lot of the gaslighting comes in from a man too, because they just can't see it. Because what a third dimensional man is going to think is, oh, you're being a nag. She's being a nag. Because that's what they've been told. Their whole lives, they've been told, if a woman is negative, she's nagging, or she's crazy, or she's PMSing, or there's something wrong with her. But it's like, you have a right to have your feelings and to be negative, because honestly, what I always try to say is, enlightenment ain't about rainbows and butterflies. It's about being okay not to be okay, and knowing that you're enough even when you don't feel like you're enough. It's okay to have a blow up. I mean, we're not perfect. Humans are not perfect, and we have feelings, especially with females, have feelings and emotions. So, but then you get into that thing where it's like, you can't always, because you're evolving, it's a time to take responsibility for yourself and your behaviors. So even though you know that it's because of him, his actions, and his Jekyll and Mr. Hyde behavior, even though you know it's justified, your negativity and your feelings, at the same time, you also know that nobody else is responsible for your actions but yourself. And so you can't always blame another person for your actions or your feelings. That's a hard space to be in, because you're trying to grow to be the person who is not going to overreact and is just going to be like Eckhart Tolle and just be fine, just be smooth. But he will trigger you, and it's like But that's normal. That's completely normal. It's completely normal. And there's, to be an Eckhart Tolle or whatever, to be a woman who doesn't react. We're not Buddhas living up in the enlightened ones. It doesn't take having to go away from the whole society and go up into a cave and just sit there by yourself and not move. No, that's not what it means to be enlightened. It's about accepting yourself for all your flaws. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be kind of, you love him though. You love him. So, let's see what the card says here. If you leave, it's going to be, if you end up leaving, if that's the path that happens and you separate, it's going to be hard. I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy for you. It's going to be the hardest damn thing you've ever had to do. And I promise you though, it will get better. Beyond your wildest dreams, it will get better. So it's kind of up to you if you want to live the life of just being there, just the mediocre, I'm here, then and be content and have, you could do that with him. You could do that. So, I mean, it's not like it's the worst thing in the world if you stay with him either. But things just aren't going to change. So it's always going to be what you're going through right now. In order to go to your best life, sometimes you have to do the hardest things to find your best life. There's a lot of control there. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah, honey, I have a feeling he's... Back in the day, he, like, swept you off your feet, though. Like, you were in love. And you still are in love. All right. Pulling out a card here. Cards sticking together. I dropped one. Oh. I didn't want to pull. I wanted to pull from a different deck for you. That's why. One sec. I don't like the cards that I just pulled for you. There we go. There we go. See that, the thing about him being distant, I don't want to say that there's somebody else or something as extreme as that, but I'm just gonna go out there, I'm just gonna go for it. I do feel that there's eyeballs for others. There's a wandering eye. You are 100% faithful. You are a very faithful person. him a wandering eye, a wandering feeling, wandering feelings, but it's kind of what I explained to you before about him looking for insecurity, him looking for something that is not as beautiful as you, because that in a way is going to make him feel better about himself. It's such a weird, it doesn't sound right. It sounds backwards. So you might feel insecure about him having a wandering eye, but I'm telling you, it's not because you're not enough. It's because you're almost too much. you're too good. Stop being so good and beautiful and awesome. Why are you so awesome? You shouldn't have to dim your light for anybody, though. He's like, yeah, baby, I can give you everything you need. You know, it's just somebody who doesn't have anything. And he's fighting with he's wrestling with these thoughts and feelings and wondering why. I got a beautiful wife who's everything. He knows you're everything. He knows you're beautiful. He knows you take care of him. He appreciates you. So he doesn't understand his feelings. Okay, two cards jumped out at me. You were brought up with kindness and love. Aww. And you're always going to be kindness and love. You represent kindness and love. And people like that, people like us are the ones that get trampled on the most. His ex-wife cheated. Or he cheated on his ex-wife. Don't mind me. I'm gonna hit the vape quick, but I do not recommend this, kids. His ex-wife couldn't handle him, but it's 3 years with him. Yes, I was just about to say that she's a creeper, like creeping, like has tried to break. I was literally just about to say that either tried to break you up or is trying to break you up. Like, she's a creeper. She's a creeper, like I said. Well, she ain't. What goes around comes around, honey. That's what I got to say to her. So I pulled for you Fairy Wings. This is my brand new deck. I wanted to use it for you so you could be the first one to take advantage of the new deck. It's pretty. Do you know who the little girl might be? Is that you when you were younger? That's what I get a feeling. I get a feeling the little girl represents your child self. I think he's kind of stolen away some of your light that you've always had since you were little. And I think it would be really good to meditate and connect with your child self. You have a daughter too. Oh, this is for you and her then. You, her, and your child self. That you guys will be just fine on your own. And two sons to take care of you. 2 sons that will take care. They'll be there with you to be your strength. Like, oh man, girl, you don't need him. My inner child is happy and carefree. Oh, I didn't even know what this card said. Boom, right there. My inner child is happy and carefree. It just says exactly what I just said. Do you ever feel like a lost child, wandering aimlessly through life? Do you feel you've forgotten how to be truly happy and carefree? Oh my God, I got chills. I literally just got chills. Because that's exactly what I just said to you. Somebody's stealing your light. The angels ask you to play, have fun, let go of the adult seriousness. And the adult seriousness that might be around you. The adult seriousness you've been carrying around. Or who's been the adult seriousness that's been pulling you down. Yup, I knew this pack would be incredible for you. I don't even think I have to say much about this because you know exactly what this card is telling you. Somebody has been stealing your light. You've been feeling way too serious, and if you connect with your child self, like I said, I didn't feel like this was your daughter. I felt like it was your child self. And it can also represent your daughter. But your light is dimming. And it's up to you. Like, I know it's going to be hard. But sometimes the things that are hard for us are the best. I mean, almost always. The things that are hard for us are the best. And shut up. They do not. Ew, that's wow. That's because you're a light worker. That's because when you're the light, honey, your whole life you're gonna get followed around by people like that. And I know exactly what you're dealing with because my ex was abusive, and my son's father, his wife uses black magic on me too and stuff like that, and like took a piece of my son's hair and to do spells with it and stuff. And it's like that shit can't even touch you though, because I mean it does create heaviness for you. And sometimes if you're not careful, it will come into your mind. It'll make you feel insecure. It'll make you feel unhappy and sad and heavy and like you're not good enough. It'll bring negativity into your mind. That's what they're trying to do, until you realize that, wait a minute, this is not me. So they can only get in if you allow them to get in. So once you're feeling that seriousness and negativity that isn't you, you can tell it to go away. Just say, go away. You're not if you're feeling sad because you're just feeling sad because you're going through something, you know that it's normal for you to be feeling sad, that you should be at this moment. Maybe it's just something that you're dealing with. But if you feel like this extra heaviness that just ain't right, that is what that is. That is them trying to bring you down, but you can tell it to go away. And I have a feeling some of them are charmers who make you think that they're on your side, but they're not. Like they're really, I don't think all of them, but there's some of them who make you almost want to believe that they are there for you or that they even like you, but they're not. They are not capable of even liking somebody. They're dark. And don't be like, be careful of them coming around and acting like your friend when they're truly just trying to manipulate and trick you. I have to scroll. You don't have to try. Even you just know who you are and tell it, be gone. You're so much more powerful than any of that it's like it can only come in when you have your back turned around. You know what I mean? Like, it can only come in when you're not prepared. But once you tell it to go, it has no, like, they know you're better than them. So you are, and they would never admit it, but their soul is afraid of you. Yeah. Well, Donnie can't make him quit his job unless he wants, he's a man. So that again, he can't blame anybody else. If he quits his job, that's on him. So, don't try not to be manipulated by him as well, he's manipulated, yes, but he's a man, and if he loved you like he's supposed to, he wouldn't be manipulated. Right. And I'm just gonna put some extra love around me right now, because extra light around me sounds like a dark force there. But again, just a little ounce of light can destroy a whole entire planet of darkness. Just a little ounce of light in you can destroy 1,000 of them. So, you're probably right. Your intuition, believe it. Oh, you poor thing. Sometimes we can feel so alone in this world, being on the good side of things, on the good side of life. There's so few of us anymore. Mine too. My ex did too, and I had a feeling about him, and I was right. He ended up being like his best friend. I knew there was something going on with them. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I don't see you as being wrong. I don't see you as... I think you're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for. Yep. And it feels uncomfortable to you. That uncomfortable feeling, that's your spirit telling you, nagging at you, telling you the truth. Yeah. Yep. Yep. The next card that I had, I pulled 2 for you. It was forgiveness. The door to my heart opens inward. I move through forgiveness to love. And it's forgiving yourself, not forgiving him. Forgiving yourself. The angels want you to remember that self. Oh my God, I can't make this shit up. I literally have not read these cards yet. So, but I can't make this shit up. The angels want you to remember that self-forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. You need to approach it exactly as you would approach forgiving someone else. You're hearing that? Forgiving yourself. With a lack of ego, a compassionate heart, and a patient and persevering mind. Girl, you gotta get out. And forgive yourself for choosing wrong, for allowing him in, because we can be tricked and fooled really easy. You're gonna find yourself, but it's up to you. It's so hard. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's money. It's money, and this. It's so sad because we can get so stuck where we don't want to be because of money, because of not having anybody, just purely just not having anybody who can. But I know, like, I've been in your situation personally too, so this isn't just as like an intuitive reading. This is human to human. I'm telling you, I've been in your situation. And so I feel for you. All I can tell you is, as long as you have faith, it will get better. As long as you have faith, just in knowing that you're protected by a higher power. Oh, of course, it's just his car. Man. God, he's got you, he's got you right where he wants you. Stuck. Have you talked to your mom about this? Your parents? Or are you afraid to tell them? There might be somebody in your family, friends. There's somebody out there who you need to tell this to and be honest with them about. I'm not sure who it is. There's a female out there who would be willing to support you. I don't know who it is. Yeah, I didn't think it was your mom. I'm thinking maybe an aunt. Maybe you haven't even met this person, but I think there's somebody out there that's willing to support you and help you. And it's just a matter of being brave enough to tell them your story. And to also be willing to let somebody help you and know that it's okay to accept help. I'm sorry, really. There's somebody that has never failed me, and you could send out a prayer out there to Christ, Jesus Christ, and ask what to do and ask for protection. Even if you don't believe necessarily, you don't have to be Christian. He's everything. He's not Christian. But he is there, and he wants people in your situation to reach out to him because he has been there That's what I wasn't meaning to say that, but that just came out of my, like, he's been there. um and that's another thing to know, to give you inspiration, to know that the saints, none of the saints had it easy. None of the saints had money or food, or they weren't the rich ones. They weren't the ones who had even places to live. Christ went from house to house to house, didn't have shoes. He was barefoot, and had nothing. And so that'll give you faith that things can and will turn around, and that you're on the right path, even if you don't feel like you are. Yeah, they were, and that's a way for you to really recognize yourself in them, and know that if you were rich and happily married, and had everything you wanted just the way you wanted it, you wouldn't be evolving, and your spirit wouldn't be growing. You wouldn't be given an opportunity to rise up. So while those people treat you shitty, think that they're all powerful and they're all great, maybe this lifetime is giving them that, but I'm telling you what, you have a beautiful future. Whether it's, I don't know the timeline for it, but you are going to be given so much more than they're just going to keep on playing this, living the rat race. They're just going to keep on unevolving. So while they're going down, you're going up. That's just how it is. And there's resistance, they're going down. It's easy to go down. It's hard to go up. There's resistance there. So while it might look like their life is so much better and easier, they're going down. You know what I'm saying? Down. Black magic. They're going down. You're going up. And going up is the hardest path. I don't think that your angels and your watchers are going to let you go too far now. They have your back. They're not going to let you fall too far. It will be hard if you leave. I don't know if you're going to right now. It might take you a while, but you're enough. You are enough, and you will find your way. And seek help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I know right now it might seem like you can't trust anybody because nobody's given you an example of somebody you can trust. So right now it feels like it's so easy to feel like you can't trust anybody. But you can trust the ones that you can trust. Follow your instinct and follow your guidance, your inner guidance. Don't give up. Yeah, amen, sister. Amen. I want to tell you, I was about a year or something ago, I was living in my car. I lost everything, and I had a lot of bad people around. I don't tell people like my living situation or anything, but it ain't good. It ain't good. I don't have a man, which is like the first step in the right direction for me, was being by myself. And I'm happy not having anything, and you will find your way, and you'll be happy not having much. It's just, all this stuff is so heavy for you. You'll find your way, though. You will. You will. I wish I had more positive thing like to say about him. And like I said, I don't think he's like horrible person. I just don't think he's ready to evolve. And you are. So like he's literally dragging you down. So being with him is almost worse than having nothing. I'm talking like leaving. If you leave him and you walk on the side of the street, you're gonna look at the ground and find a lottery ticket that will support your every need. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you thought by leaving, you know what I mean? Like, it will bring you good things. It'll bring you inspiration and happiness again. You'll find it. You'll find your happiness. And that, for me, I don't usually say that to people. Like, I don't want to put that out there, like, leave. But I just don't see things changing the way they are right now. So something has to change. Either he has to make a decision to evolve with you, or you have to, I mean, you don't have to, but you'd be best off doing it on your own. And when you do, like, miracles, things will just start to fall in your lap. So I hope that helped you, and I just wish the best for you, and I'm going to pray for you, and put good energy into your life as much as I can. Put some light. I mean, I feel it from my heart to yours. I feel it right now. I feel a heaviness from you. And I want you to know you're going to be okay. The miracles are there right on the other side. Just waiting for you to kind of figure yourself out. So, okay. Well, thank you for waiting for me before. I appreciate it without the sound and stuff. And I've seen you on before, and I think last time I tried talking to you, I didn't have sound as well. So you've kind of been bearing with me with my technical difficulties. But hey, hang on and keep on paying attention to my live feeds, and hopefully I'll see you again, because I'd love to keep on connecting with you and giving you some cards for inspiration. Bye. Oh, it's getting late, I think, huh? Is the other person still there? Have a good night. Hi, Debbie. How's your night? Just gonna burn some sage here. Michelle, too, if you're still here, if you go back on my videos, look at one that says, love is the key. There's one that says love is the key, and then there's one that talks about, I wish I knew what it was called. The dark versus the light. I'm not sure what it was called, but I'm gonna have to look it up for you. But definitely look up love is the key, and it might help you. Sometimes we have to lose it all to come back up, to rise back up. That's for sure. Hey, Red, how's it going? I was thinking I might do one more and then one more quick one because I've been taking a while tonight. I think it's been like an hour per reading. Just unwinding for the night. Long day at work. Sure. Ask away. Yes. What's your question? Oh, wait. 1 second, Red. Debbie, did you ask? Were you the one that asked a long time ago before? So I just don't want to like jump out of line. I think you had your hand raised before. I'm not sure. Well, let's see. I'll pull one for you, Red. Okay. Angel Spirit Guides. What can we expect? What can we expect to happen next week or so? Okay. Okay. I just had to kind of shake off the energy because I went back and forth. First I was gonna do a different. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm connecting with the right person. Debbie. Okay. Is Robert? Yes. He's telling you the truth. I heard a strong yes. I think that you might be questioning due to something from your past that might be like holding you back from believing. But I want to say yes. Yeah. You're welcome. I hope that was the answer you wanted to hear. I think you're skeptical of my answer, but he doesn't come around much. I think I wouldn't take it personally. I'll pull a card for you. So, card for Robert. Robert the fish. Pisces are very they feel heavy. They're deep feelers. That's why they're fish. They're deep feelers. Yeah, he definitely does. I think the not coming around might be a fear, insecurity that he has of it not working out, of his heart maybe getting broken. Yeah, I think so. I feel good. I feel good things between the two of you. It's like I had some pretty heavy energies going through from the last one, the last guy, and I feel so much lighter when it comes to you and to Robert. Yeah, I think it might work out. You might want to give it a try. I know that you're, like I said, I don't know if you wanted to hear that answer. I pulled for you winter in reverse. Take care of your needs. It's got a wolf there. So maybe to make this right side up, wait for the winter, just kind of hibernate for the winter and do your own thing. Take care of your own needs and your own family first. Maybe the timing is just a little bit off. And so that might be a thing. Like, just be patient. Give it a little bit of time. Be patient. He will always have patience. He will always come back to you no matter what. It'll be up to you. But there's some things that you have to clear out or take care of before that can happen. Either in your mind or clear out, some past memories that you had and try to come back to a better space with your thoughts with him. But maybe give it a couple months and come back to the question and see what happens. Some people got in the way. Yeah, because the wolf in reverse, about taking care of your own needs. I think that was you not taking care of your own needs. People got in the way. It's like you were allowing third parties to get in the way, instead of doing what you wanted to do or doing what he wanted to do. There was third parties getting in the way. So it's like taking care of your own needs and his own needs, like as a relationship, instead of letting other people's needs and opinions come in and get in the way. And like that wolf hibernating in the woods, like I see you kind of and him hibernating in the woods together, and it's like you're really good when it's just you and him, but when other people come around, it's like interferes with the whole peacefulness of it. And I can read the book if you want for that card. I have a feeling it's gonna be similar to what I said. Like you don't need a whole pack. When it's you and him is when like you guys are the happiest. And of course I lost the book because I just stuff like that all the time. I just had it. I always blame it on the ADD when I lose stuff. So I thought I put it in here. Might have to empty out my whole pack. Oh, it's right in front of me, dude. It's right in front of me. That is typical of me. I believe he left. Yeah. Remember I said that I had a feeling it's not really him. Your hesitation or you're not wanting to believe him or trust him, it like comes from something that has happened to you, that it's like your mistrust in other people. It's not really him personally. He's telling you the truth, but it's hard for you to believe the truth out of people just because of what you've seen in the past. Alright. Winter in reverse. And you can always call on the wolf medicine, call on your wolf spirit guides. That's what I pull the cards for, and that's why I pull what I pull, so that you can also rely on their energies to help guide you. My light went off. I just got this, I just got this pack of cards, and so they're brand new, and you see, like, there's an owl on the other side, and there's an owl in the front, and I've had an owl out here just woot woot in a way, this whole time since I pulled these cards out. It's kind of cool. Wolf, where are you? Almost there. Well, what the heck? Am I passing over him? Wolf. Wolf does not want to be found. Oh, it's winter. That's right. It's not wolf. I'm looking for the word wolf. There he is. Okay, the message of the wolf of the winter is: do everything you need to do to be your best, then move beyond your fears and limitations, then move to your next destination. Do everything you need to do to be your best, and then move to your next destination. For many of the animal realm, winter is a time of hibernation and retreat. You may wish to curl up in a ball too, but although you may not feel as bright as you like to be, a primal fierce within is encouraging you to continue. The winter card features a wolf, one of few animals that can stay active all year round. Wolves know what it's like to work alone or to thrive within a pack. So if you feel you need to do some alone time at this time, know that wolf medicine will help you move beyond your insecurities and relax in your own space. Extended message. You have an opportunity to move beyond your fears with this person. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through all that may seem a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do to feel supported and alive. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried. Deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create a space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf at this time right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winter card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that winter is coming, and this coming winter will usher an important energy with regards to your question or that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. So exactly, this coming winter will usher in energies that will help you to move beyond whatever insecurities that you've been feeling and all that, whatever you're afraid of that's making you stuck, and will help you move forward. Hopefully in this relationship, because I do see good things. Don't give up. Don't give up, because it might take the whole entire winter until you see this relationship bearing fruit. So you know, springtime is just after winter. You know, you might need to go within and take this time to hibernate and be alone for a while, and this relationship will bear fruit. But I'm telling you, all the good things, that's what happens. All the good things are worth waiting for. Usually what's best for you isn't going to be what's easiest for you. So hang in there, and just don't let other people tear you apart. Not again. Or your insecurities about what somebody else did to you in the past, because you might miss out on a good opportunity if you're not willing to release what has kept you bound in the past or hurt in the past. So I hope that helps, and hang in there, and connect with me again if you'd like to, if you're starting to feel like giving up again, and you don't know what to do. Yeah, you can message me anytime. I'm here for you. That's a question. Getting a job this year, going back to construction. Just hang in there, because I had one more person in front of you, but I am leaning towards construction because I think you're leaning towards construction. However, it's kind of up to you, actually. But I'm feeling like construction is over here and something else is over here, and construction's like construction is heavier. It feels like that's probably what you'll do. Bye, Debbie. Blessings for you as well. Prayers for you. Namaste. And Robert's a good guy. Believe it or not. I know. It's hard. Brad, are you still with me? You're welcome. I can pull a card for you in a second if you just hang out for a little minute. All right, perfect. Let's get this show on the road. For Red. What does this week detail? What does this week have show for Red? Ooh, Red, I pulled autumn for you when I just pulled the winter for the one before you. Autumn. I love these cards. These are my favorite. And they're brand new. With the little crow guy on there. Autumn. Release the old and rest. Release the old and rest. And so this week it's saying to rest. Take care of yourself, because you've been burning the candle at both ends, so to speak, and you're tired. Release the old. I mean, I wonder what that means to you. What the angels, sure guys, what does it mean when you say release the old? Release the old heaviness, stagnant energies, the old sadness, and rest and come back into joy. Because to me, when I think about you, I feel heavy. I've a heaviness, like the heaviness that you feel when you're just kind of exhausted. And like it says, burning the candle at both ends. Oh, release the well, is that something you feel you need to release? How do you feel about that? I don't know. It's like, give yourself some time to rest, and give yourself some time to be alone and contemplate this good. I hope you are, and I know you are. I mean, I know you are. It's just, yeah, it's just about releasing. It's like taking a heavy coat off. I feel for you. It's like you're going through this, like, the most heaviness right now that you're gonna be, and you've been wearing this like winter coat in the middle of summer. Like, you've been wearing this heaviness, and you've been like, all right, when's it gonna be my time to take off this coat? Because it's too exhausting and it's too heavy. And I want to tell you, all it takes is for you to take it off. That's all you have to do. And you've been asking for the answers and wondering why it's so heavy, and you've been feeling like you've just been wondering, when am I gonna feel lighter? When am I gonna feel better? And really, it just comes down to you and making decisions for yourself. And so, yeah, you can just take that winter coat and throw it away right now. Throw it in the fire. All that heaviness and that baggage you've been carrying around, it's all in the past. So you could literally just take it off, shed your skin, throw it in the fire, and walk away from it. And that's exactly release the old. And I wasn't even thinking about release the old when I said that, but that makes sense. Taking that heavy coat off, that heavy past that you have been dealing with, and not maybe this person that you've been hanging out with right now, but a past, like before that, or something that was heavy before that person. It's like, take off that past, and just, like, you can simply just walk away from it right now, because it's just not you anymore. You have an opportunity, like you're saying, to evolve and to be your best version. But we have a tendency to really get stuck in the past. And when we get stuck in the past, it's like taking that winter coat and throwing it back on. And now where are you at again? And it's like, whoa. That's why I'm saying to literally take that past, that heavy, sad, tiring past, to take it and literally toss it in the fire and not look back. Because if you toss that coat in the fire, you can't go reach in and grab it out and put it back on. You can't start going back through those cycles again that have been weighing you down. So I'm saying, turn away from the past and start racing towards the future, and don't look back. Yep, getting stuck on the what ifs. Exactly. That's your mind It's like but the past is comfortable. It's heavy. It's comfortable to have a heavy coat on it's comfortable though. It's cozy, but at the same time, you're like sweating and you're stuck with it on. But it's comfortable and I don't have to do much. Yeah, you gotta. Moving into the future does take some moves. It does take getting up and making decisions, because like people get stuck with the whole The Secret, where you manifest something just by thinking about it, and that's really not true. You have to act. So that's another component that comes along with it. After you give yourself this season to rest, which might be this week that you were asking about, give yourself this week to rest. After that, it's time to move forward. It's time to get up, and it's time to make some changes, even though the winter season is coming. Because this winter, you make those changes and you're gonna see some of this fruit bearing fruit in the spring, and you're gonna have an awesome summer next year. That's what I see for you. Some good things, man. Definitely good things. Like how in the fall the trees have to literally shed all their leaves, and literally everything that they have to get rid of, right? And that's you. That's you this winter. Can you do it though? Can you do it? Yes, you can. Will you do it? Like I swear to God, you'll feel like a little kid again if you get yourself out of those what ifs. Take some chances too. It's okay to take chances. You're welcome. I hope that made sense for you and helped. By the way, red, I love the color red. It's my favorite color. I have all the plants that I have out here have some kind of red hues in them. My phone's literally sitting on a thing of red sand. You can see. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Favorite shade is like the bright red. And the person see name I pulled a card for you. I have take note and intuitive messages. So for your job, whatever your intuition's telling you, if your intuition is telling you one way or the other way, trust it and believe it. So like the first answer you get when you think about, do I want to stick with this one or this one? The first answer that pops in your head is going to be the right one for you. And I wouldn't worry about a boyfriend necessarily right now. I think you'll be happier if you spend some time without. I'm sorry. I know people don't want to hear that. Sorry guys, nobody's here anymore. Oh, yeah, you are. Sorry guys, my phone died on me, but I think that was telling me it's time to wrap it up. I had no idea. It's 2:30. It's 2:30 in the morning here. So, my readings went on a little longer than I expected, but that's okay. I don't mind at all. So I wanted to just hop on real quick to tell you to have a good night, and I really enjoyed all your energies tonight. It was fun. It was a good batch tonight. So I love you all, and take care. Namaste, and I see good futures for all of you. All of you. Have a good night, and check back randomly. I'll put live sessions on, so just hit like and subscribe and check it out. It'll pop up on your feed, and if you have any questions that I didn't cover, just put it in the comments section below, and I'll answer any questions that anybody has. And if you wanted to email me, you can do so at merkabafamilyoflight@gmail.com. That's MERKE. Oh, let me start over. MERKABAH family FAMILY of light OFLIGHT @gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions you have, any emails you have. I do free readings. So all right, peace, bye.